Long time no see, everyone. It's your old Major Cargon back at it again. This time with a closer look at these. The Isamu Katayama Backlash Engineer Boots. As always, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and comments are very, very much appreciated. There's a Discord too. It's a lot of fun. Do take my word for it. And the link is down below if you'd like to join. Now, not too long ago, we did a video on the Backlash combat boots that were a really, really great pair of boots that fit really, really big. I ended up finally selling those to a very, very happy customer. And yeah, really glad that they found a home because they were awesome, just too big. Now, I had also seen that there was another pair of boots that is relatively popular from them, which are the engineer boots. And recently grabbed a couple of pairs of them just to test them out, see what they're like. And as I said, the other pair fit huge, and they were a size 27, but they basically fit up to like a 29. They were just an absurd size. And so when I found a couple of pairs of the engineer boots, and I saw that these were, 26 to 26 and a half, I figured, hey, these will fit regardless because they're supposed to be too big. So these arrived and they don't fit. I cannot get my foot into either pair of these boots. So yes, shame on that part. Perhaps we'll try putting them on and do our best, but I figured I'd like to still do a video on them so you're aware of these boots, how they're made, what they're like, and whether or not you'd like a pair should you be interested in them. So again, similar to the combat boots, or maybe if someone's going to watch this video without having seen the combat boots one, I shouldn't keep referring to that one. So I'm going to stop doing that. So engineer boots lately have been getting quite a buzz, at least on TikTok, especially with the fashion girlies wearing similar sort of boots with buckles on them. I don't know about the fashion guys, the fashion bros, but I do see these a lot with the fashion girlies. Very, very popular silhouette. And to be honest, influenced. I got very, very curious about them. Not exactly my style. I don't know whether they suit the avant-garde or, the kind of clothes that I do wear, but I was sort of interested in it and did find a couple of pairs at a decent price that looked a little bit different enough. Now, like with most of the Isamu Katayama Backlash offerings, these are object dyed. So the piece is finished and then the entire thing itself is dyed at the same time. So it results in this it's not a perfect dye the entire way around. And as you can see, it's kind of wearing out in bits and pieces where there has been a lot of rubbing and wear. But it does give them this very interesting look, which I really, really do like. This is the other pair, similar, but we do have some contrast stitching throughout that gives it a little bit of a different look. I'll compare both pairs. Oh, it's hot. I'll compare both pairs at some stage, but let's just talk about the shoe itself before making the comparisons. So in addition to the object dyeing, these are made from a shoulder leather, calf leather, and they think they call it like double shoulder from the Rightside. They're very specific as to where the leather is from, and these are luckily worn in a bit, so the leather is quite soft. In the past, I've had experience with Backlash shoes that haven't been quite as worn in, and they've been quite rough and stiff and difficult to maneuver, getting your foot in, getting your foot around them because they haven't been worn. But these ones, like the shaft itself, I've had to put in these boot-shaped bars because otherwise they just sort of sag like this, which is fine. In fact, they both arrived folded like this, compressed. So I put the boot shapers in just to make them look a little bit nicer rather than having like a little saggy boot. But it does show how the leather is kind of, molded and worn a bit, which is quite nice, to be honest. Like, it means that it feels quite comfortable, which is, I guess, what you want. Looking at the finishings, we have double stitching of the sole, and then on the bottom, you can see that the sole has been stitched through as well, which is really, really great. It shows that it is indeed secure. A Vibram heel on this one. This potentially has been a replacement I'm not too sure. But also, if you can kind of see there, it does say it's 26.5. Now, both pairs are 26.5, which should be like an 8.5 to 9 US, but they both do fit a little bit big, as is the case with seemingly most Backlash shoes. Assume that they fit 1 to 2 sizes up. For some finer details, we have a buckle at the top and a buckle down below. Now, the buckle at the top, I don't know what you call it. It's more like a belt where you have it go through a hole and secure it that way. Whereas at the bottom here, you loop the belt through to what do you call them? 2 little buckle parts there. I'm not sure why it's different, but that's just the detailing that it has there. And you can see the paneling throughout the boot too. Now this heel on this one is a 5.5 centimeter heel. It's quite high. I didn't expect it to be such a high one. And that's where we start to compare to the other pair, how different they are. So side by side, we have both pairs. The overall height, we can see, is a little bit different. Why, you may ask? It's because the heel is higher on this pair. This one's a 5.5. This one's closer to like a 3.5. Yeah, it's like a 3.5 centimeter heel. So it's much smaller. And as a result, it can be a little bit more comfortable to walk around in. But the 5.5, I guess, gives you a bit more of a height boost, should that be what you're looking for. Here we can see the backs of them. This one just has a chunkier heel overall. You can also see the contrast stitching differences. We still have very similar... They're basically the same overall. We have the triangle here, but it's in contrast, and the triangle here is in all black. These are through and through the same construction, the same paneling. As far as I can tell, looks to be consistent across both. We have the buckle at the top and the double buckle at the bottom here as well. However, a difference is, looking at the sole of the smaller ones, we can see that it is stitched in here as well. However, instead of the wood bottom, this has, I'm not sure, plastic, rubber, I'm not sure what the type of finishing is, but it is different to the wooden one. And then we have another Vibram heel on the bottom there. So from a different season, I'm not sure how this changes, but I have seen more often than not this kind of front of the sole on the engineer boots. The wooden one, I have not seen as much. I'm like riding the sunlight here because the sun is setting. So we're seeing how we do. A disappointing thing though, and something that I just didn't notice when I purchased these, is if we see the front of this one here, this is the smaller heel one. The upper is separating from the bottom. I'm not sure how well we can display it. You can definitely see this here, and I saw this and my heart sank. I was like, why do people sell pieces and not disclose any issues with them? Just do so. People are still probably going to buy them if they're aware. I did do I'll just show you here. If you try and pull it, it doesn't seem to come apart any further, and I can't really show you because there's not enough light. But you can see that this is stitched, like the bottom is stitched into this. So this isn't getting any worse. It's just how it is. It's come apart at the front, but the rest doesn't seem to be coming apart at all. The rest of it too is secure, solid as a rock. Like the heel here is really solid. The front toe is really solid, and just the leather on the rest is nice and buttery smooth. If we want to look at more comparisons as well, looking at both of the heels here, we can see that in the shorter pair, it looks like we have like some sort of stacking on the heel rather than just an entire block. You can see that there's, I'm not sure if it's clear enough, but you can see that there's like different layers on there, which I learned that's what a stacked heel is. Layers stacked on top of each other. Usually layers of leather. It looks like some of these are like interchanged between like rubber and wood. I'm not sure 100%. I'm not an expert. Whereas this one, the one with the high heel, just looks like just looks like a solid block. However, if we look at it from the front, this is getting funny. if we look at it from the front here, we can see there are at least a couple of layers there. So I guess they're both stacked heels. They're just different to each other. Here's a potential better look, as we can see both of them there. So these are the Backlash Engineer boots, and I reckon, look, I wasn't able to get my foot in when I received them. However, we do have that trick that, for those watching and may not know it, is that if you sometimes can't get your foot in a shoe, putting a hosiery sock on instead of a regular sock sometimes makes it easier. That's how I fit into a couple of pairs of my shoes that I'm slowly stretching out because they wouldn't fit with other things. So maybe we give this a go. All right, welcome to what's potentially gonna go. Let's hope this goes well, okay? Let's hope this goes well. I've got my hosiery socks. Let's put them on. Now these I just picked up at Kmart, and they were what, like $3 for 3 pairs, $5 for 3 pairs? Like legitimately not an issue at all. And they have changed my life. Let's just see if we can get a better angle. Let's start off with the high-heeled pair. Yes, this one. I'm wearing some slightly skinny jeans as well. These are my locally made Villa jeans, which I think could look nice with these on. So let's see how we do. So I'm like, maybe I need to like undo the buckle and I have a high instep, so getting into things is tough. Is there a way you're supposed to get into these? Like some sort of hidden method? I'm sweating. We're making progress, okay. It's just like this. Would a shoehorn work in this situation? We're getting there. We're in. We're in. Okay, that's okay. Sure. Now, I'm gonna just do up this buckle so we don't get any annoying sounds while we do the other side. So, with my foot in, it's pretty comfortable. The shoe is big. My toe comes to about here. And then I suppose the rest of it is supposed to be like a pointed toe anyway, so it's a bit whatever. Okay. I wonder if a shoehorn would work better with this, so let's grab one. Okay, we got it. We got a shoehorn. How? Is there enough space to shoehorn your foot into this? Or am I? This is weird. Oh? 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 Sponsor me. Amazing. Okay. That was really easy. I feel like I have been humbled. We'll adjust the bits and the buckles. Let's get some action for y'all. So that's with pants like under. Let's try pants over. Not perfect, but yeah. This is so embarrassing. I'm sweating. I'm sweating profusely from putting these on. But they are on. I don't know whether I prefer with the pants tucked in to the boot or the pants like sitting over the top. What do you reckon? Okay, so this is the ones with the high heel. This is cool. Now, how are we gonna get these off? I wonder if the magic of the shoehorn, will this do the trick? Oh God. Getting in was easy. Get. Get it. I've made a huge mistake. Oh. Okay, so the shoehorn doesn't do much else because I've gotten my... Oh. My foot is like... Stop. Come on, we're so close. This video is just half me taking these shoes, putting these shoes on and taking them off. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're basically there. Yes. This is so rough. Okay, that's one. I'd just been to the gym as well before, so I had a shower, and I legit think I need to shower again after this. I'm a mess. I'm a flippin' mess. Okay, left foot. Oh, ah. I'm so... Did you know that I'm single? I'm single. Left was easy. Why was left so much easier? I have hope that I can get the other pair on now, especially the left side. Okay, that was the higher heel. Let's try the lower heeled version. Similarly, let's get the shoehorn out. Ooh, okay, up. These ones are harder for some reason. I'm gonna, like, I can't even... I'm trying to think of how to explain. I can't, like... My foot isn't passing this part. Maybe I do have a proper instep issue. Oh my God! What the fuck is that? I'm oh my goodness, where is it? There was like a centipede or something in there. Where on earth did that come from? Like, oh jeez. I can't. And like, I can't. My foot isn't even budging on this one. Maybe you just weren't meant to be. We'll try the right one. Just in case, but I can't even budge on that one. Where did that bug come from? It's too much. It's too much. How weird. I get stuck. So I had a pair of boots, and similarly, my foot would get stuck in like a mid part, so I couldn't get them any further in, and it turned out to be an instep issue. I forget which boots these were. I get to this point and I can't get any further, so I don't think this one's gonna happen. And if it does happen, then I definitely am not getting out of that one. Like that is it's over type thing. Look at, I don't know if you can see, but I'm so sweaty. I'm so sweaty. We tried. I keep resisting the urge to call everyone chat, and just back from my streaming days, we're like, we tried chat, we did our best. That being said, if you do have a less intense instep than I, these ones are for sale. In fact, both of them are for sale. I didn't know I could get into these ones though, so maybe I'll hold on to them for now, but these ones are a little bit cheaper as well because of the front separation there, but really cool boot. I just can't get into this one. I can confirm they're cool because these ones are awesome, and I'm gonna put my feet back in there because I hate myself. And thank you for bearing with me. This took way longer than anticipated. All right, let's get these on one last time, and then you'll get like I'll give you a full body look at them on. So we'll be back. Okay, how about here? Here I am once again, standing in my Backlash boots, and can't pretend that these are my Backlash boots. Here's a pose like the girlies do. There's another one. Yeah, this is it. These are the boots. I need to go rest. I feel like I've just worked out. I don't know whether I'm like visibly like sweaty, but that's how it is. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and me battling and trying to make this work. Yeah. And so ends the video. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you had a good time. Have fun, be safe, and as always, don't do anything I do except shoehorn, hosiery, and a lot of patience and elbow grease sometimes gets the job done. All right, y'all take care, be safe. See you next time. Bye-bye.